Okay, so we're going to take our 65 inches of string, fold it in half as usual, and just overhand knot to form the loop at the end. That was bad. Now imagine if that was my finger. That would have been lovely. Okay, so now that I'm awake, let's pick our border strings. So you need one of that color. So I picked white for my border, and just set up like you would a normal chevron. Our goal here basically is to keep the border color strings on the outside at all times. So we'll be using mixed knots for that. So on the left side it's going to be a forward-backward knot, and on the right side it's going to be a backward-forward. So keeping that in mind, we're going to do those first. So forward-backward here, which will keep the white string on the outside, and a backward-forward here. Backward-forward, there we go, which will keep the string there. So after you do those first, just set them aside and work like you would a normal chevron. So take the first string and work across with forward knots and stop at the middle. Then come over here and do your backward knots. And stop at the middle. So now you have two of the same color. So you can do backward, forward, forward, backward, backward, forward. It really doesn't matter. It's going to be the same colored knot because it's the same colored string on either side. So there's our first chevron. Okay, now put everything back in order, and we need to do our border strings again. So like I said, on the left side you'll be doing a forward backward, and on the right side you'll be doing a backward forward. Push them aside because you did those already, and now again you're going to work on your chevron. So for string, do 2 forward knots and get to the middle, and on the right side 2 backward knots to get to the middle, and then you have 2 of the same color. Just pick whichever knot you feel most comfortable with. It's fine. So like I said, 2 of the same color. No matter what knot you make, it'll end up that color knot. Okay, there we go. So again, our border strings. So left side is a forward backward, right side is a backward forward, and then push them aside and do your chevron. That's pretty much it. I'm going to make this a 2-for-1 video kind of, and I'm just gonna hide this up here. So remember, after you do that last chevron, you'd go back to forward backward and backward forward, and keep doing your border strings, and always keep them on the outside. So now that I think that I covered that pretty well, I'm going to rearrange these, and let's say you guys want to do a candy stripe that's bordered. So, push it up a little more, hide that, pretend it doesn't exist, and just order your strings the way you want them. That should be fine. Alright, so it's the same method. We are going to do on the left side a forward backward, and on the right side a backward forward, and then just work your way across with candy stripe. You might notice it look a little weird. Like you could see this knot is kind of sitting on top of everything. That's because the way a candy stripe goes, it naturally like slants down in whatever direction you're going. So had I been doing backward knots, the slant would have been this way. But that's fine, because as you do a few rows it will settle and you won't have that issue. So again, we're doing the border. So this one's a forward backward, and this one is a backward forward, and set them aside and just do your candy stripe. Alright, at the end of the line there, and again, we're doing our border strings. So forward, backward there, backward, forward here, and candy stripe. And border. And then candy stripe. Border, and border, and candy stripe. So you just felt got in the bracelet. Why? Alright, so you just keep repeating that over and over, and it doesn't matter what pattern you're doing this with. You could do a quadruple chevron, and the border method would still work. You just pick the two outermost strings and do your mixed knots. Left side, like I said, forward, backward, right side, backward, forward, and you'll end up with a border. If you wanted to say do a double border, I won't really be able to show you really well because I only have 2 white strings. Hey, look at that, me turning it into a triple tutorial. I'm always looking for ways to top myself, I suppose. Okay, so if for some reason you wanted to make it double wide edging for your bracelet, you'll just pretty much do the same thing. Just you'll work twice. So let's do forward, backward, and then another forward, backward, and then we'll do our candy stripe. So again, one forward, backward, two forward, backwards, and candy stripe, and more fuzz from my clipboard. Okay, so you could actually, if you liked it, do it like this. I guess this would probably make a really cute red, white, and blue flag bracelet or something. I don't know. Just, yeah. So again, forward, backward, forward, backward, and candy stripe. And if you wanted a triple border, you could do that. If you wanted 4 strings for the border strings, you could do that. So there you go. I don't think it's necessary that I keep going. But that's how you would do, say, a double wide border on it. So this side, instead of forward backward knots, it would be backward forward knots, and then you'd have it encasing the entire bracelet. So this can be applied to any pattern. I mean, it's not really that difficult to do. You could do your chevrons, like I said. You could do the candy stripe, like I just showed you. You could even border a heart bracelet if you wanted to, or diamonds. I really can't think of a limit. You can pretty much put a border on anything. So if you like the pattern, but you feel it's missing something, try a border on it. It might help. So yeah. Sorry I've been kind of idle. I just haven't really been feeling well, and I've been spending most of my time in bed just sleeping because, yeah, it's just easier to be asleep sometimes. But I feel like I'm kind of getting better, which is good. I have another doctor's appointment soon, so that might help, I don't know, shed some light on what's going on with me. So yeah, sorry I've been kind of out of it and not here. So I guess I made it up with 3 tutorials in one. So hopefully you guys aren't too upset with me for being gone for about, I think it was about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So yeah, I felt really bad about that. I've been answering comments and stuff, but I know I needed to get a video up, so today didn't seem too bad, so I decided to. So yeah, bye guys.